Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Okay, my plug is Diablo. I'm getting lows for the low, but I'm doing it dolo. Still got the streets in the choco. I stay close to the fofo, cause I get the bustin' like Rambo. Cause niggas sweeter than mangoes, ayy. Yeah, they sweet. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Pesos, tryna get the pesos. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, tryna get the pesos, tryna get the pesos. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Ooh. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Switcher the head of the killer. Got so much gold shine like glitter. All in my nipple and triggers. And all of my nick on feathers. I'm trying to live a perfect picture. See, you wouldn't wanna be you. I heard you was sneak guessing. I leave your body straight missing. Smoke a blunt reminiscing. All these names got me tripping. 30 sprites that he sipping. Real nigga never flipping. Big ballin', hella check. Hella hoes, big pimpin'. Shawty on me got me lippin'. Shoot a nigga, no decisions. Ayy, I was really in the kitchen. With a weapon, I was told to get it. Ayy, ayy. Man, I'm tryna get them pesos. Got more guns than Halo. But I love shooting the Draco. I told my niggas gon' lay low. Okay, my plug is Diablo. I'm getting lows for the low, but I'm doing it dolo. Still got the streets in the choco. I stay close to the fofo, cause I get the bustin' like Rambo. Cause niggas sweeter than mangoes, ayy. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, ayy. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, tryna get the pesos, tryna get the pesos. Man, I'm tryna get the pesos, tryna get the pesos.
Hey, Billionaire Charlie, man. Y'all, man, much love to everybody out there, man. Remember, go put your donations in. Hashtag Billionaire Charlie, man. I got a good one today for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, man. I got a couple of guys up here speaking their truth, you know what I mean, in these interviews about Cowboy and the whole situation with Nipsey Hussle. But I know y'all heard about the indictment, man, and it's getting ready, very, very spooky, man. Just like I've been saying, I keep saying this, Cowboy need to stop doing interviews. They analyzing everything that he said, word from word. He said that he didn't know that Nipsey Hussle, baby mama, was messing with Eric Holder. Now, come on, man. If y'all best friends, y'all know y'all had those conversations. So that right there is looking crazy, man. But they said that Eric Holder pistol with somebody before he got to Nipsey Hussle, man. He got, 3 or 4 charges. He got a murder charge. He also got 2 attempted and carrying a firearm as a felon. You know what I'm saying? So he got a couple of joints, man. It's looking crazy right now for him, man. Serious issues with that, man. And I feel like he gonna get everything he deserves, man. Everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Cowboy. They need to put that dick in his middle name, man. Eric Dick Holder. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need to call him, man. Fact, though. You see what I'm saying? But this situation is very spooky to me and crazy, man. It's like, first you lose your lawyer, then this new evidence and stuff come out, but it come out at the same time Cowboy released that interview. And I'm like, who behind the scene? Is this Eric Holder team putting Cowboy in the conspiracy type of thing by setting them up by releasing this video at the same time the indictment stuff get released? I don't know, but it's very suspicious and weird. Why would they release that at the same time that Eric Holder stuff get released like that? You know what I'm saying? So it's spooky, man. And like I said it before, he need to stop doing interviews. But yeah, he keep going out here doing these interviews. And every time he do an interview, he got to try to cover up what he did before. He was frustrated with the people saying that the 3 minutes thing. Bro, we looked at the camera and everybody had the time rolling. That's why I keep saying everything you said is being looked over a million times. This is a serious issue. This is a serious topic. Nobody's going to let it fly. So mistakes will cause. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to come.
Subscribe to the channel. This your boy, Motivated Blogger. This is my last Nipsey Hussle recap. I'm about to break this down. I did my notes. I did my homework. Y'all know when I come with this shit, I'll come with it, dog. All this is containing Cowboy. This don't have nothing to do with Law and London right now. This is all containing Cowboy part in the setup. And everybody keeps saying it was 3 people. You're right. It was whoever got out the white car. It was Eric Holder. It was Cowboy. It was the getaway driver girl. And it was also one more person y'all slept on. I'm going to get to that. Subscribe to the channel real quick. Hit the subscribe on. This is interview thing. And I went over the little tape thing, took my time. First thing first. I want to get out of the way. Just let y'all know that there's somebody close to Nipsey was in on this. Cowboy. Howboy. So I don't know how the fuck you didn't make it out there on time. Your name Howboy from now on. Not Cowboy. Howboy. How in the fuck you get all them shots off if you didn't make it out the door? But we gonna get to that. And I said it. Matter before we get started, I said it. Don't give a fuck. I said it, nigga. And what? Pull up. I said it. Alright, now. Who was calling Nipsey Hussle phone? First thing I want to go over. Doing while he was doing the DJ Khaled video, giving him death threats. We all know Eric Holder don't have Nipsey Hussle phone number. He just got out of jail, man. He just popped up out the blue out a year ago. He don't have Nipsey Hussle phone number. Somebody was calling Nipsey Hussle phone a couple of days prior to that, doing the video shoot he was doing with DJ Khaled, issuing death threats. That's why he put the thing up on Twitter, whatever, saying he has strong haters. He have, you know what I'm saying, strong haters mean people with power, higher up people that's over him. Strong haters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be gang. Stay with me. I ain't gonna take 30 minutes to break this shit down. I'm cold with this shit, dog. The second thing I want to touch down on real quick is why did the media, because usually a celebrity get killed, they'll talk about that shit a whole month. They talk about Nipsey Hussle, the media, like the news, they did it for like 72 hours, up to 3 days. Then they went blank. They said nothing else about it until the funeral came. The day after the funeral, they said something. One day after that, shut it down. We heard nothing else on the media, the news about it, or nothing. Y'all got P Gang on what's going on. P Gang on what's the fuck going on. Fuck with your boys. Subscribe to the channel. I do this shit. Why the media shut that down? You know what I'm saying? The media killed that vibe quick. Don't talk about the man and nothing. We heard shit about Nipsey all week. We been hearing about all type of other shit going on. Syria and everywhere. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We give a fuck about that. We're about Americans. The fuck? But let's get it going. Now let's get to your boy, Howboy. Not Cowboy, Howboy. How the fuck all this get past you? Let's get it started. Okay, we gonna touch down that he was never the dude. Nipsey never called him no snitch or nothing. That's on the interview thing right here. Howboy said it. I don't call him Cowboy anymore. His name is Howboy. I don't give a fuck. Get mad about it. I said it, nigga. I said it. Alright. Now let's get to the good questions. Cowboy. Why the fuck you leave as soon as you see Eric Holder hit the corner? Okay, you went in there the first time, you and Eric Holder went in the same place and got some food. Now you claim you was outside talking to Nipsey all this time. Then they gotta look where you was standing at when you was talking when Eric Holder came. You went over there with Nipsey with the dude that was in jail. You went over there with the crowd. When you look at the camera, when Eric Holder, you was like, you was right there. I don't know what you was waiting on. You like, you knew what was going on, finna happen. You was standing right there on the sidewalk right by in front of the door. Nipsey was on the parking lot. So you wasn't right there talking to them. You was talking to them from a distance or acting like you was on the phone or something. You was talking to them all the way out right there. But as soon as Eric Holder hit the corner, you was sitting right there. And then somebody else got out that white car. They timed that. It's like they sat in their car. They watched him walk up or whatever. I can't say they handed him nothing what they did. But they could have. They might not did. You know what I'm saying? Might do something in the trash. Ain't no fucking tell. But it was just too perfect timing on that end. Whoever was in the little white car park, they hopped out as soon as he walked around the corner. But Cowboy was sitting right there by that door the whole time. Good as Eric Holder bumped, it's like it was perfect timing. As soon as whoever got out that car and Eric Holder bumped into them, right there, whatever happened right there at that little moment. As soon as Eric Holder walked past them, y'all gotta look at the time. As soon as Cowboy seen the gun in his hand or something. As soon as Eric Holder walked past them, that nigga Cowboy turned the walk right up in there quick as a motherfucker. He turned the walk clean through that motherfucking glass door, dog. And dude started shooting that fast. And you trying to tell me, I got the video right here. You ain't gonna like it without this motherfucker. You trying to tell me, we gonna find this motherfucker, we got all night. You gonna try to tell me, you didn't hear this goddamn man on motherfucking video, okay? You didn't hear all of them. You told, this video you said you heard some shots. You ran up. Then by the time you got up, you heard some shots again. You ran up to see what's going on twice. Now you don't have to run that motherfucker before you didn't get that far in the door when the shooting happened. How far did you have to run? You was so motherfucking close when the shooting happened. All you had to do was open the fucking door back up and look, motherfucker, it's glass. What did you have to run up to see? But we gonna get to that. You said this. This is your video. You said, how, boy? How the fuck is all that possible? We gonna get to your video. You said it. Let me get to that part where he said they asked him what happened. Okay. Okay, another thing, y'all, real quick. I'm gonna let y'all hear this. I ain't gotta show the video. It's already on YouTube, so let y'all hear it. He claimed when that happened to Nipsey, he ran up and holded him all that time. You was a damn lie. You didn't run up and hold no damn Nipsey. We can see it on the video. You didn't run up and hold him like that. Stop lying, man. See how he made the story sound good? I ran up and hold him the whole time. And watch this though. I want y'all to hear this shit real quick.
As I replay it, I just replay it over and over. I wish I could have done something differently. I wish I'd have never left his side. It was never no drama. It was never no argument. Never no dispute. It was never.
Okay, we're gonna skip through some of that. I want to get to this part. I want to get to this part.
I'ma miss his smile. I'ma miss him.
So this is what fucks me up. He gonna say Nipsey passed the baton.
I'ma miss him. The world misses him. Rolling up on me. There's just so many things I'ma miss about him. Hopefully through his death we can change. We can all get together and let the marathon continue. That's the ultimate goal, to keep the legacy. Basically, Nip passed today. He's passing us the baton. Keep going. It's your turn.
Yeah. You heard that shit? Listen to this shit. Let me take this shit back.
Nip did his lap
The fuck?
and let the marathon continue.
Listen to this shit.
That's the ultimate goal, to keep the legacy. Basically, Nip passed today. He's passing us the baton. Keep going. It's your turn. It's your turn. Run your lap. Nip did his lap on Earth. He did the victory lap. He did his lap. He did what he's supposed to do on Earth. So, what are we gonna do on Earth? What
You hear that shit? This motherfucker said, it's your turn. He passed the baton. It's your turn. Do your lap. Nigga, you don't get the fuck up out of here, dog. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Who else was in on it? But didn't nobody pay no attention to this, dog. I pieced everything on the scene, even though the camera far back. Y'all know the bitch that ran to the black truck and she hopped out and ran back in the motherfucker? Y'all wanna know why she did that? Because it was somebody else in that truck with her. Y'all gotta peep game. Go back to the cameras. When she ran from out, she hopped, cause she was in the truck, whatever the fuck happened, right?
Held a press conference, all right, 2 days after Nipsey Hussle's death, where the police commissioner revealed he and the chief of police were set to meet with Nipsey Hussle the day after he was gunned down. The police commissioner read the email. Listen to this. Please listen to this. The police commissioner read the email he was sent by Roc Nation CEO Jay Brown on behalf of Nipsey Hussle. Now, I'm gonna stop there. Why would Nipsey Hussle have somebody to send an LA police chief a message on his behalf and not do this on his own? Why? Because we have no credible proof that Nipsey Hussle wanted to have a meeting with the police chief. We just believe that shit because it was put out there. But if you do research, you'll find out that this came from Roc Nation. Who owns Roc Nation? Jay-Z. So you put out to the gang members, this is 2 days afterwards, but you know you can't trust the police. Let's say that they sent the police this message before, and they're just revealing it to us at this time, that they were having a meeting with Nipsey Hussle on gang violence. All right, that is automatically, from what I've learned and from the gang members who emailed me and talked to me, a violation of gang rules. Does that mean he's going to tell them where the gang stash houses are? Does that mean he's going to tell them where the gang's weapons are? Does that mean he's going to practice the word that he used so much, shortstop? In other words, is he going to shortstop gangs by trying to tell the police, if you alleviate the money that gangs are getting, then you'll alleviate gangs, all right? Because that's what Nipsey Hussle was basically saying, if you were paying attention. When he used the term shortstop, Nipsey Hussle used the term shortstop, I think it was on the Breakfast Club. He said, why do you think a person gets shot when they're on the corner? He said, because you want to shortstop them. You want to stop them from making money. So the word shortstop is a part of his vernacular that he used all the time. So did the gangs feel like he was going to shortstop them by telling the police how their cash came in? Because if you listen to Nipsey Hussle, if you shortstop a person, if you stop the cash from coming into the person, then you can stop the person. In other words, if you stop the cash, the money that's flowing into gangs, according to Nipsey Hussle, you can stop that gang. Well, with a message like that going out, that is definitely a violation of gang rules, and who knows what they would do if they clearly see that on all these shows you're talking about shortstop, something that gang members are the only ones who are supposed to understand, but you breaking it down to the lowest 10 and making people understand that in order for you to put out gang violence, that you have to shortstop them. And furthermore, you can tell that America don't want to stop gang violence. America supports gang violence because gangs and prisons is how America makes its own money. They banking on your child going to prison. They're banking on him in a privatized prison. They're not banking on him getting no education. They don't care if you kill each other all day long. They have to make handcuffs. They got to buy uniforms. They got to buy guns. They got to buy ammunition. And they need ignorant people who don't understand that America lives off gang violence. All right, so let's keep that in mind. Shortstop. This is going to be part 1 of a part 3 series. So let's just keep that in mind again, that word shortstop. Let's keep reading further now. They wanted a sit down. Here you go again. They wanted a sit down. See, they wanted a sit down. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna finish reading this, but I'm getting a little bit carried away because they're telling on themselves. They wanted a sit down to help envision ways to alleviate gang violence in LA. So the police wanted a sit down. They were sent a message by Roc Nation from their president, Jay Brown, that Nipsey was going to do this. We have no credible evidence that Nipsey was doing this shit. Now, Black Sam is sitting out there. He's laying real low. I'm sure he's probably afraid, but nevertheless, I'm sure he can tell you whether or not him and Nipsey was finna sit down with anybody. Nip is not here to confirm any of this shit. So you know, if the police chief know this and gang tactical officers know this, and we're talking about the Rampart police, all right? We're talking about Bernard Parks police officers, the LAPD. There's no way in hell that they're gonna keep quiet that Nipsey Hussle now has made himself the face of one of LA's biggest gangs. Because that's exactly what he would be doing if he's going to meet with the police department about alleviating gang violence in LA. And over the past few years, he became the face of certain gangs and stuff of that nature. That is a conflict of interest, and this would definitely send gangs into disarray, because Nipsey was a guy who worked from the ground up and worked his way up in his circle of gang activity, and this would definitely make them fear. And this is what the police is putting out here. And nevertheless, in the last part of this says, the commissioner also referred to Nipsey Hussle's death as an assassination during the press conference. So you can hear that we're saying that Nipsey Hussle was assassinated, and it was confirmed by the police department that this was an assassination. Now, if you understand what I just read to you, you have to ask yourself a question. Was the police department part responsible for an assassination by leaking evidence out by Roc Nation? Because if Roc Nation is going to be in good with the police department, and that's Jay-Z and Rockefeller Records and Beyonce and all that stuff, and John Legend and D DJ Khaled. All right, these people are from New York, but they in Los Angeles talking about alleviating the gang problems, and they're sending emails on behalf of Nipsey Hussle. We don't know if Nipsey Hussle actually sent these police officers no email. Nip didn't seem like he liked the Los Angeles Police Department. One of the last images we had before he died was them harassing him and arresting him and trying to close his store down. So these are lies that are being perpetrated right in the front of the face of the people of California. And pretty much, you know, if you look at what's happening, think about this on these terms. Let me just switch real quick. When Pac got ready to open up Death Row East, they had a fit. They did not want Death Row East nowhere near New York. One, because it would have been ran better, and to me, New York music would have been ran better. And most New York artists who are successful, the music was recorded on the West Coast anyway. So how is they just come into Los Angeles and just set up camp and just take over, and it's perfectly fine with everybody? I believe that they working with the police and they lied on Nipsey, and that's the reason why gangs would want to kill him. MZ obtained shooting video. Now listen to this carefully. Prior to police releasing information on a suspect, so before the police even released information on a suspect, Holder's picture had gone viral via social media. So before they even know who Eric Holder was, his picture had gone viral via social media. Let's see how. The picture was circulated by a Hispanic gang member in prison who had an IG account. So a Hispanic gang member circulated Eric Holder's picture before the police even knew it was Eric Holder and made his picture go viral. Now, if you still believe that Eric Holder did this and you don't have reasonable doubt, you must be nuts. And not only did he cause it to go viral by putting the picture on Instagram, he had access to a telephone or some kind of computer system in prison to stick that boy's picture out there and force everybody to believe that he was actually the one, despite us seeing things different. But you can clearly see it right here. The picture was circulated by a Hispanic gang member in prison who had an IG account. TMZ also obtained and released the footage of Nipsey Hussle being gunned down. They received the footage from a camera on the Shell gas station next door. So that's the footage that you're watching from everybody sharing and doctoring and cleaning it up. It's footage from the Shell gas station that was next door that just so happened to be aimed directly at Nipsey Hussle's store. Just so happens to be aimed directly at where Eric Holder or the alleged killer is going to come from. It's just going to happen to be aimed directly at where the gunshots are taking place. There's nowhere in hell that could have happened except that camera was being operated manually. Cameras don't just follow anything, they just blow past. That camera spent a lot of time in those areas focusing on cars, focusing on people. I mean, if you go back and watch the film, you say, man, cameras don't work like that. They swing back and forth, they swing up and down, but they just don't focus because their main concern is protecting the property that they're on, not somebody else's property. But yet and still, this camera focuses on the white guy getting out the car, passing something to somebody else. It focuses on that somebody else who passes something to somebody else. It's focusing on Kerry Latham. It's focusing on Nipsey Hussle. It's just focusing on a lot of people. And this camera is not supposed to be operated manually. It don't make any sense at all, period. So after focusing on all those people and all those people saw the gunman, they still don't know who did it. So in the middle of that, an Hispanic guy decides to take Eric Holder's picture and put it on social media. And immediately after the Hispanic guy in prison put Eric Holder's picture out there, Eric Holder became the gang member or the former gang member. At once they talking about he embraced Nipsey. We found out that was a lie, all that shit. And now we found out that, oh, he was so jealous. And even Black Sam said in an interview with LA Times that don't make no damn sense. It's mind-boggling to him, that somebody would do such a thing. And he wasn't even sure that he did it either. He don't know who the hell did this. He said he didn't know if it was a hit or an assassination. So my whole point in saying that is that's how they came up with Eric Holder. Because someone in prison, and I hope you guys hear what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying now. Someone in prison who wasn't even at that damn scene decided to put this boy's picture out there. And they went, okay, he got a criminal record. He must be the one. All right, Eric Holder the one. But there's several Eric Holders in that area. And there's a couple of shitty cousins in that area. And they kind of feature. But they're a little different. One's much lighter. One's darker. One that day had shorter hair. One, when we get to court to see, we see him have more hair. That's the reason why they threatened Chris Darden. Chris Darden wasn't threatened by gang members. If you read his letter, Chris Darden was threatened by people who know him. Threatened that if he continued to represent Eric Holder, because Eric Holder has a great chance if he had the right representation of going free. And that's the reason why they wanted Chris Darden off the case. Well, this is only part one of the reasons why gang members would want to kill Nipsey Hussle. We're going to come back to part two at another time. But to all my
You said there was no words or nothing exchanged. Period. You said it like y'all didn't even know the dude. Damn near. There was no words or nothing exchanged. Dude just came, bought a sandwich, went there, bought a sandwich, came back and just shot Nip out of nowhere. That was your story. It ain't my story. You got a live camera and said this shit. You the one got 2-3 stories floating out here, not me. Little bucket seat built ass boy. You said it. I didn't say it. That's what came out your mouth. Now we're gonna go to the next one. This ain't gonna be that long. I just got brief questions. Oh, okay. Another thing y'all didn't know. Know what I'm saying? Update alert. Nip baby mama and Eric Holder was messing around. That's why they got them pictures all in there. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to kind of think why. I'm starting to kind of think why Nip and Eric Holder fell out from the get-go. Which don't get me wrong. You know how people gonna say you said it was a sacrifice at first. All that stuff still stand. This is just what I'm saying on Cowboy interview. All that sacrifice shit, all that still stand. That ain't went nowhere. Everything I said on the previous interview, I'm just colliding it all together, making better sense out of the story for some of y'all that can't comprehend. Because a lot of people can read and you can say stuff, but comprehend is a whole nother level of things, dog. A lot of people can't comprehend. Just because somebody can read don't mean they can comprehend and don't understand shit. So everything I said in all the other interviews, it still stands. About the sacrifice, everybody was in on it, all that shit still stands. I'm just clearing up some extra shit real quick. Catching up. You know what I'm saying? And this right here is Nip. So basically, Eric Holder was smashing Nip baby mama. He smashing Nipsey baby mama. So that's how they, you know what I'm saying? That's how she souped him up to send him a flunky to her uncle. You know what I'm saying? They who got the word from higher up. Like he said, I'm sorry, we're gonna leave it at that, but that's just that Eric Holder was smashing Nip baby mama. Cause now they asked Cowboy, this is what kills me on the interview. They asked Cowboy, how did they saying pictures of Eric Holder and Nip baby mama and pictures in her house and her kitchen and stuff. And you say you've been around Nipsey every day since 2003. You supposed to be his right hand man. How the hell you didn't know Eric Holder knew Nipsey baby mama? Get the fuck out of here. Then you turn around and say, well, the whole neighborhood like family, we all from the same neighborhood. Make your motherfucking mind up. Do you know the man or you don't? Or you family or you a stranger? Or you kiss folks or your enemies, motherfucker, make your fucking mind up. Your story just turned from a friend to a family to an enemy all in 3 seconds. I swear, I don't know if they was fucking, I don't know what was going on to do with this word. I don't know. You don't know. They ask you, you act like you don't know that Eric Holder knew Nipsey baby mama. Get the fuck out of here. How you didn't know that? He been in videos with Nipsey when they was kids and everything else, rap videos and all this. How the hell you didn't know that? Answer that question, man. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. You knew damn well he knew Nip baby mama. You knew what was going on. You his right hand man. Nip talk to you about everything. Oh shit, look, Eric probably fucking that bitch right now. This, and that. Real talk. Real talk. And I'm gonna touch down on who I think should have the baby, as far as Nipsey's sister taking the baby from Nipsey baby mama. If you ask me, the baby should go with the sister. For the simple fact, her daddy was finna take her regardless. So the baby might as well stay over there with that side of the family where it's gonna live good. It don't have to go through Section A, Section B, Plan B, roaches, mice, rats. Let the baby live his best damn life. You know what I'm saying? And this is a money thing going on. You fight to get the baby back so the baby can inherit them benefits. Them people not stupid. Money talk, bullshit walk. So let the baby just stay over there with the sister. The daddy was taking the baby anyway. Apparently something went right with her ass that her daddy was taking the baby from her from the get-go. Before he died any motherfucker way. They gave the baby to the daddy. So let's keep the trend going. Like I said, you're going to keep the marathon going, keep the baby going. Right over there with the family. That side of the family. The aunties, fuck all that. Real talk. So that's that part of it right there. Somebody asked me to do that. So I just threw that in there. That was a freestyle talk I did right there. You know what I'm saying? I threw that in there. I think the baby should stay with the goddamn sister. I don't give a fuck. I said it. The fuck? Okay. Now they asked Cowboy something else about how he feel about Nipsey helping other people. So he didn't really agree from the get-go of Nipsey helping other people out. He didn't really want Nipsey helping the neighborhood out. You said it yourself. I felt this is your words out your mouth. So I don't know why you gonna say it, because they don't be want to monetize stuff. They're gonna be like, well, you criticize. I didn't criticize this. Monetization people. YouTube monetization people. I'm telling you, this is what he said. He got a whole damn interview on him. I'm repeating his words out of his mouth. That's all I know. That's all I do. You said, I feel like Nipsey helping other people out was a waste of time. They still out here fucking up. Why you didn't want this man to help his people? So you wasn't with his movement? No way. You want to keep the goddamn marathon going, but you weren't really down with the movement. Make it make sense. I feel like he shouldn't be helping them no way. It was a waste of time. They still out here fucking up and doing this. And it don't matter what they doing. You know what I'm saying? As long as he doing his part, he playing his part, he doing the best he can. He helping them out. You didn't agree with that no way. You probably feel like all that help should have came your way. Oh, you helping all these niggas, man. You might well put me on and gave me this and let me get that and let me. That's all it was. That was the hate and envy on your side to help you flip. Cowboy. I don't know how the fuck you can't get your story together. Shit. You been knowing him since 2003. You act like you didn't know he knew Eric Holder. You didn't know Eric Holder knew his damn baby mama. Nigga, he was with his baby mama before he was even with Lauren London. All the way back in them years. What the hell is you talking about? You know, we've been with Lauren London 3, 4, 5 years. He been with his baby mama all the way back then in the early 2000s. Well, how the hell you didn't know Eric Holder knew his baby mama? Eric Holder was part of the neighborhood with Child. Was in the same game with Child. Was doing in videos and rap videos and a rap group with all you motherfuckers. How you didn't know that, man? Stop lying for your motherfucking teeth, dog.
If you understand this,
man. I don't care what you say. He probably ain't getting paid. Somebody offered to pay him. They didn't pay him. They played him. You know what I'm saying? That's why he told. I'm telling y'all what happened. They looked him up. They gave him Chris Doherty. Chris Doherty was all in on the case. He didn't give a fuck about no threats, no promises they was making. He didn't give a fuck about nothing. As soon as Eric Holder opened his mouth and said the LAPD tried to give me $75,000. $75,000. Next motherfucker thing you know, next court date, Chris Doherty was off that motherfucker ASAP. Oh, I fear for my family. I fear for, man, get the fuck out of here. We not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's all that happened. You know what I'm saying? Eric, they gonna rot in jail for running his mouth saying it. The government. You can't be locked up by the police and then snitch on the police. That ain't never gonna work. How you gonna be locked up by the police in they motherfucking cell facility and then you gonna turn around and snitch on the police? You can't be locked up by the government and then turn around and snitch on them. They finna hang your ass for that now. They gonna discredit everything you said now. That's how that's gonna work. But that was just a short question that I had, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Your shit don't add up, Cowboy, man. know what I'm saying? But until some new information come, I ain't gonna let the shit die down. I don't give a fuck who get mad about it. Oh man, you done did the topic too many times, so well, bitch, stop watching. The fuck? I don't give a fuck. You don't have to click on my stuff. You don't have to click on that watch.